Welcome to the channel. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Michael. You're going to learn how to design and build a custom center console. Why would you want to do that? Well, number of things. This is the original factory center console, and it's got a lot to be desired. It has no cup holders, no USB ports, no charging pads. It's just not very modern. And also, I'm going over to the REDARC Manager 30 battery management system for my dual battery setup and solar, things of that nature, and the Red Vision, and I need a place for that. And this rig just isn't that big. So this space is far too valuable not to optimize in an adventure vehicle. Now, if you don't have an adventure vehicle, of course, we want you to start considering how you might build one and what's right for you, because we'd love to see you out there on the trail. This is going to be a series, probably 3 videos. Okay, I'm lying, maybe it'll be more, but I'm going to go for 3 videos. And in this first video, we're going to build the perfect cardboard prototype, because you guys don't want to just start building. Design it first, and then put it in your rig, in cardboard, make sure it's the perfect design, change it before you start building. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, all right? So let's get started. Now remember, we're a community of over 30,000 adventure travelers worldwide and growing quickly. And you can connect with us with our free app, Overland Bound 1. So go and pick it up and connect with the community. We'd love to answer your questions. Let's get started. We got to measure the interior. How are we going to do that? We're going to scan the inside of our vehicle with our phone. So if you have a late model phone, one of the best advancements is LiDAR, laser radar technology. It allows you to scan a 3D object to a high degree of accuracy. Now, I know these are expensive phones, the late model ones are, but if you have one, use it. If you're like me, and you make more mistakes than sound decisions, it will prevent you from making a bunch of mistakes, because you'll have a 3D model of the interior of your vehicle to work with in your 3D application, and then you just build your console right there. Now, the alternative is to just get out your ruler and paper and take a bunch of dimensions, a bunch of notes, and then mock that up in 3D so you have a space to work with. But this makes it simple, and I used an app called 3D Scanner app for iOS. So that's how we got that, and we'll take that model and bring that into a 3D application called Blender. To design your console, you could do it a number of different ways with cardboard and cutting out paper and drawing it on paper, and that will work just fine. But consider doing it in 3D, because you can do rapid iteration, you can change things a lot before you start building, and with the 3D model of the interior, you know it's going to fit just right. You can try out different things, and it's a lot easier to do it in that environment. If you don't know a 3D application, well, you can learn a 3D application. They're not that tough, though you will be putting some hours into it. The model that I built for the console took about 24 hours to model, so it's a lot of work. But it's worth it, because the end result is going to be decent. So Blender is an absolutely free 3D modeling, animation, rendering application. No tricks, no upsell, no get pro. It is just free, so you can get that right now. Some other options might be AutoCAD, or one that I like is Fusion 360. You can learn it. I would recommend doing it, because once you create a 3D model, you can use that to print out templates and do all kinds of cool stuff. And you have it always archived. You can change it later. So that's what I did. Now you guys see that upgraded head unit. I'd take your recommendations. Part of what our software does is mapping and navigation. We're introducing CarPlay and Android Connect and all the things. So to continue testing on and off the grid, I absolutely need an upgraded stereo. Let me know what your suggestions are in the comments. Now we have a 3D model of the center console. All right, so now you got a 3D model, but there's a major missing step. You also have an issue. Here's the deal. We're gonna make a perfect cardboard prototype, but how do I get the 3D model into usable templates so that I can cut out cardboard at the right scale? Now, you would think it would be as easy as printing. It's not. So if you're going from a package like AutoCAD to a plotter, no problem. This is not going to be an issue for you. But like most, if you only have a 8.5 by 11 little printer next to your desk, then there's a way that I found to do this. There are probably many ways. However, here's the deal. I found a company called PI Engineering, and they make scale model railroad equipment and software. And there's an application called Rail Driver, and it's $19, and it's the only package out there that I found. You can create an image, take a snapshot of a screen capture of your model on your desktop, and as long as you know some dimensions, print it out at that exact scale, dividing it up equally among 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. This is the killer app. It's only 19 bucks and it's worth every penny to make sure that your printouts and your templates are exactly to scale. With this solution, I was able to create templates that are accurate within about 1/16 of an inch. Now the next step, we got a lot of cutting out to do. We're gonna cut out those templates that I printed, and it's a lot of cardboard, hot glue, measuring, and cutting. Now during the whole process, I kept in mind, I only really need between 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch in some area, accuracy. That's going to greatly affect how much time you spend creating your cardboard model. So I whipped through it and constructed the 3D model. Just having it in 3D, I learned a heck of a lot. Now I've got about 3 hours into this over a couple of days. I don't want to speed things up and then make you guys think, oh, it's easy, because when you're doing this process, of course, I want you guys to know how much time it's gonna actually take you. So about 3 hours or so, but we're at the last little bit. I've already learned a lot just by having this in 3D. You know, I can see how the pieces fit together, and I can see the scale. Like some of these drawers, is that actually a useful space? Anyway, it just really helps. Plenty accurate for me to be able to mock this up, and then we're going to put it in the 80. I'll sit behind the driver's seat with the prototype in there, and we'll see how it looks. All right? So let's finish it up. All right, there you have it. So you can see how much bigger this is than this. It's quite a bit, especially on the back. It protrudes back a lot further. I knew it would, but the test of whether it's gonna work or not is when we get it in the rig. Let's do it. Gonna fit, I don't know. Okay, so you guys saw when I was putting it together, it's modular. So we're gonna put it in modular fashion. That goes there. The second piece, it's important that I have quick access to the electronics. It covers the electronics, but it basically splits the whole thing in two. The final piece. Boom, just like that. Okay, it fits. That works fine for the elbow rest. That is fine. This actually feels pretty good. One thing, it's really tight where the emergency brake is. Good notes, we're gonna be making some adjustments. All right, that was super helpful. That is exactly why we design and build a prototype first. I have two changes to make. I know at least a ½ inch on this side where the emergency brake is. When you're sitting in the driver's seat putting on the emergency brake, I want this to feel factory, not like, oh, I gotta work my hand in there to open up the emergency brake. So I'm gonna make that change. Then I didn't take into consideration the lumbar support. Again, prototyping, 2 more videos. I'm going to take this to Parnell and we're going to talk about how to build it, and then we'll have a final assembly. But this one is how to make your prototype, and I hope that was really useful. Like and subscribe if you want to see those videos. Also, you can connect with me either in the comments or download the Overland Bound 1 app and give me your ideas. I'll respond about, now that you've seen it in the rig, what are some of your ideas? What would you change? What would you make different? All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. Till next time, outfit and explore.